Yo, what's good, guys? Alright, start of a new video series, start of a new idea. Might keep doing it, I might not, who knows, you know? Anyways, this is a story about my first car, and also the worst car. Here we go. So, I told my friends that I was looking for a car to buy, and a buddy who knew a buddy who knew a buddy, you know, all that. Let's call this person Jamie. Jamie got word of me wanting to buy a car. And I also, word was, he found an RX-8. My mind went racing, I'm getting an RX-8, boys, hell yeah. So, anticipating every second. Next day I woke up, walked outside, and my heart completely sank to the depths of hell. Oh man. Let me tell you, this car was... think there were bullet holes in it? There was no windshield. The doors are held on by coat hangers. What was left of the doors? There was more Bondo than car. And the paint was alright, And this person, Jamie, let's call him. Jamie said, "You want to take a test drive?" And me being the idiot I am, I said, "Yeah, sure." I don't think I felt more in danger in a car in my entire life other than that moment. I'm pretty sure we hit like 75 in a residential. And this car was not quiet. It was, you could hear this across half the city we were in. It sounded like a World War I tank or some shit. And there was nothing blocking the wind. All the wind was just going right in your face because there was no windshield. But yeah. Got back to the house. After a long and thoughtful consideration, I got the car anyways. See, I had this problem when I was younger where I could not say no to anything. I don't know why, but it was a problem, and this is the situation that it got me in. $300 for a car, not awful. Well, this one was awful, very awful. After getting the car and all that, I think someone said Jamie drove like 30 minutes on the highway to get here, and I don't know who in their right mind didn't pull this guy over, because there were no plates to begin with, let alone the doors and the window. Someone said Jamie's one of the doors fell off on the highway and started skidding on the ground. Guess that didn't stop him though. So yeah. Now, in my possession was a 90-something Civic coupe that just looked like, words couldn't even describe it. Laughter could describe it better than words. So the next few days, I'm telling everybody I have a car, and they're like, "Oh, you have a car? Sweet, let me see." Show them the picture, and they're like, "Oh, you have a car. Okay." So the next few days, first thing I had to replace was the starter, because it had to be rolling to start, and I didn't want to deal with that all the time. So then I had a running car. Was it legal? No. Could it drive safely? No. Did it drive? Yes. That's all that mattered. I had plans for this car. This car was gonna go to the moon and back. And let me tell you, this car didn't even graze the moon. It didn't even go anywhere but a junkyard. Actually, it went straight to Facebook Marketplace. A few days go by, no one wanted to buy the car. I wonder why, you know. And I got a text. Oh my god, dude, I know that car. This is what the dude said. I said, really? And he sent me a picture of this clean looking Civic. Something that looked like it was right off of Fast and Furious. Beautiful. The best a Civic could look. My car looked like that car if it drove to hell, took a detour in New Jersey and broke down, and someone dragged it all the way here. So after seeing that picture and all that, I said, that's awesome, man. Do you want to buy the car? The guy said, no, not at all. Not one bit. So that was that interaction. A few more days pass. I have this car under a tarp. So I had nothing to do with this car. There was no way I was gonna touch the roads legally, so I just didn't touch it. A lot of time passes, and I had to move to a different house. And what happened was I had this car that was just sitting there doing nothing, and I didn't want to bring it with me. First thing that comes to mind is drag it to a scale, see how much it weighs, and sell it. Some reason the car didn't start. Great. Alright. So I got my buddy's truck, wrapped a chain around the hood, or the frame, and dragged it to the scrapyard. Someone had to steer it, someone had to be in it. Oh, and behold, the owner of the car has to be in it. Here I am, riding this death trap again. You know, I wanted to. It wasn't a long way, but any distance in that car feels like a long way. But yeah, any distance whatsoever felt like 1,000,000 miles in that car. I forgot to mention the best part of that car. The best feature. Glorious. It had a Lamborghini door actuator. So the door would go straight up. But these were rusted off, so they might as well have not have been there. I think one time I did kind of like jab it into the car and pull the door up like it was working. And it, for a second, for one whole second, that car was awesome. And then I dropped the door on my foot. Heavy, very heavy. But anyways, so we got this car to the scale. I think I sold it for like $250, something like that. So $90 in after the starter. Not bad. Not bad at all. But yeah, that was the Civic with Lambo doors. After what was said and done, I will say this. It ran. For a short time, it somehow ran. But yeah, that was the Civic with Lambo doors. If you liked the video, like, and if you want to see more, subscribe and comment. Till then.